If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First play, first pass for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Leonard Fournette, which for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one. Fournette, a first down carry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, check.
Starting the drive with Algier. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
10 cycles. Miller, 1.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Okay.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons at 11-5 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, hold here. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Wide open. Red, cycle. Set.
They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing now is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 45 yards. And the Pioneers first down.
Fournette running out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 85 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Oftentimes broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Fournette will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Ready.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Bird. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
52. 6, 7.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 13-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Go. Drop. 17.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, move. Go deep. Ultra. Go ultra. 5, 97. Black shot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Strike. Fly through.
He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, this is exactly when I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. And about that one, he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fun.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
For this, the second meeting of these two teams, you might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On the double.
Second and 9 now.
He's got his man, London, right side.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
To throw again on second down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, it's Brady. Steps away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady's going to sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Brady. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., 31 yards. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic 3rd and long after that last sack.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Let's go. Six, Madden.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. He'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Andy Isabella, 58 yards.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Brady going to throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers,
they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Atlanta,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, you waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. On top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, picked up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jack. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. Score for every Oblo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time.
You're always rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
Why you tripping? I think I left something in the house.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping the track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to